good enough quality. Do a walkthrough tour of your property. Write this down. This is key. No longer than 2 minutes long. Why? Raise your hand if, when you come across a video that is longer than 2 minutes, you look to see how long it is before you press play. Right? We have the attention span of chimpanzees. Okay, myself included. I am on to the next. I am not giving you 9 minutes of my life unless I am absolutely interested in that potential video. All right, so record a video walkthrough tour of 2 minutes. Now to do that, record the video, do a property walkthrough tour, write this down as well. Features and benefits. That's what you want to talk about in the property. The features and the benefits of that property. Get it on your computer. Once it's on your computer, go to one of these 3 sites. Go to vidler.com, vimeo.com, or youtube.com. You can upload your video. They will render it for you, and they will give you 2 options. They'll give you a link to the video, or they'll give you the HTML code. You want to grab the HTML code. You want to copy the HTML code. And you want to paste that copy of the HTML code into your eBay listing. Because when you do, the video will show up right on eBay. So they can watch it right on eBay. They don't have to click away and go over to YouTube or Vidler or Vimeo. All right? Now under that, you need to create a quality description of your property. To do that, write this down. A little tip. Facts tell, stories sell. Sell the story of your property. Again, just like I was talking about, features and benefits. You want to give as much information as possible. For example, comps in the area, general benefits of the area. More info equals more questions. An interested reader will read on. All right, the more information you give them. Now, as you're giving them information, though, in between that information, you want to have what's called a squeeze page or an opt-in box. Now, I can't teach you internet marketing today, but I will tell you this. There are some really easy ways to get this stuff done. You don't have to be a programmer, a developer to get this stuff done. You can do it yourself. Okay? Here's what you need. Number 1, write this down. You need a CRM, a customer relationship manager. You need some sort of company like Constant Contact or iContact.com. Or Aweber or MailChimp, any of these companies. Set up an account with one of these guys. Once you set up an account, you want to go in there, you want to log in, and you want to select first name, last name, email, and phone. Write those 4 things down, those 4 key criteria. Don't ask for any more information than that, because the odds are people aren't going to give it to you. You want to select that information, and then underneath, you want to grab the HTML code. You want to copy the code. Now, when you sign up with Constant Contact or Aweber or any of these templates, they're designed by them. So they'll give you the different colors you can choose, the way you want your box to look. Select the criteria that you want, the fields that you want. Grab the HTML code, paste it in your eBay listing. And here's why you want to do this. Write this down. The average classified ad on eBay over a 30-day period gets between 10 and 15,000 page views. 10 to 15,000 page views. Now, the reason I'm telling you to do this is one of my students, this woman, Karen Sterling, she copied this method. Now, she put 29 pictures of her property. If you want to add more photos, add more photos. She took 29 photos. She added a quality description. She did a 2-minute walkthrough tour of her property. 12,346 people clicked on her ad. Of those 12,000 people, 762 entered their information. What does she have?
Buyer's list.
A buyer's list. I don't care if 761 of those people are deadbeat names. It takes one person to do a deal, doesn't it? You're casting a wide net. Okay, raise your hand if you think this is just a little bit better than putting up signs around the neighborhood. Is it? Okay. You can go do this. It doesn't cost anything to do this. It costs you $150 to build the ad on eBay Classifieds. You got to know how to copy the HTML code, but as long as you do it, it'll do it for you. What we do is we build templates like this that all we do is plug and play different information. We pop in videos, we just pop in a place for people to enter their information, and it's plug and play for each property. Because I mean, raise your hand if you think that's a professional looking listing. Does that gain credibility when you look at it? That's why you want to start building credibility. You got to build credibility online, otherwise people are just on to the next. Okay? Now, let's jump back into products for a second. Okay? You guys want to know where I get my products to sell online? Is this good stuff so far?
Yes.
Okay, I'm all over the place, but I got a lot. Like I said, I got a lot of information to share. I get my products from 2 places. Okay, write these down. Number 1, if you want to make real money, you got to connect with a wholesaler, a distributor, a manufacturer, and an importer. You got to find somebody you can buy a product in bulk from, and then sell off individually on Amazon, and make that spread of like either 25% if you're buying from a popular brand name product, or a larger product profit margin if you're building a private label product. You want to make easy money? You want to make fast money? Raise your hand if you want to make some money right now. You want to make some money today? All right. Every one of you, I want you to try this. Okay? Here's the easiest way to put an extra couple $100 into your bank account tonight. I want everyone to try it. If it doesn't work, I want you to send me an email. All right? Write this down. When you get home this afternoon, I want you to walk around your house with a pad of paper and a pen.
And sell everything.
I want you to write down 25 things that are lying around your house right now collecting dust. Just write them down. Okay, 25 things. Now, this is what I want you to do. Get a list of 25 things. I want you to go to your computer. I want you to go to www.ebay.com. Just go to eBay for a second. Okay? Look at the first item on the list. Type that item into eBay's search bar and click search. Okay? Now once you've clicked search, what I want you to do, I want you to scroll down on the left-hand side. I want you to click on, you can barely see it down there, but it says sold listings. Sold listings. What that's going to do is that's going to tell you in the last 90 days, in the last 3 months, every single time somebody bought one of your things that are sitting around your house right now. It'll show you every single time somebody paid for one of those things. Okay? Now, here's the deal, right? Raise your hand if you have a treadmill lying around your house right now. Yeah? Okay. Or another piece of exercise equipment. Yeah, okay. All right, here's the deal, right? Everyone has stuff lying around your house. I can show you. Let me show you some stuff that you probably have. Raise your hand right now if you currently have an old cell phone lying around your house right now. You have 5 of them? Okay. You got one in your pocket? Does it work? All right. Okay, write this down. Sell it online. Sell it online. I don't care if it's used, if it's broken, if it's the old iPhone. Sell it online.
Gazelle.
Or go to Gazelle. Gazelle, you won't get as much. You'll make more money if you sell it yourself on eBay. Okay? But here, check this out, right? I had this one student. This guy's name is David Stooks. All right? He's from Louisville, Kentucky. He sent me this big long email. Funniest story I've ever heard. He was on the phone. He drops his phone on the ground, and it smashes on the ground. Okay? He's got a brand new iPhone. So he goes down to Verizon to get it fixed. You think Verizon covers that? No, they don't cover anything. So, of course, he goes in there, right? And the lady ends up telling him she has to buy a new phone. So as he's about to leave, she said, do you want me to throw that phone away from you? He goes, no, I'm going to sell it online. He goes home, puts it up on eBay, and somebody actually bought it for $510.
Oh my
God! Look at this. He goes, thanks, Chris. Somebody just paid me $510 for my cracked iPhone. He says, people are nuts. Would you guys agree that people are nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did somebody pay him $500 for that?
Because they're insane.
I don't know. The best answer I can give you, write this down. Best answer is this. Stop asking why. Who cares, right? I don't know why. I don't care. All I would care about is having $500 in my account. Would that be a good day for you? That would be a good day. I mean, even if you got $100, would that be a good day? Yeah. Okay. The answer is somebody knew how to fix it, right? They didn't want to be locked into a contract or whatever. The answer really, though, is who cares? I mean, he's $500 richer. When I see stuff like this, I just get excited. Because stuff that is sitting in your house right now, somebody's online looking for that thing right now. They're online searching for that thing that is collecting dust in your house. Okay, how about this? Raise your hand right now if you currently have a closet full of old clothes. Every one of us, right? Write this down. Sell them online, but sell them as a lot. Write that down. L-O-T. A lot. Do not try to sell one t-shirt on eBay. Nobody's going to buy it. But if you put them together as a lot, somebody will buy it. All right? I got this one email. All right, here's a good story for you. My student, her name is Tina Johnson. She sends me this email, okay? Now, she had recently given birth to her second son. It's a little while ago. She gave birth to her second son. It's a few months later, and she's getting frustrated because she can't shed the baby weight, okay? So she decides she's going to take all of her old designer clothes, like her designer high heels, dresses, the things that she can't fit into anymore. She's going to put them up on an auction on eBay. She throws everything into one big box. She puts the entire box up on eBay. Somebody actually gave her $3,800 for all of her old clothes.
Wow.
Raise your hand if you would take an extra $3,800. Yeah. So would that be a good day?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, it would, right? I'm not saying that you're going to make $3,800, but even an extra couple $100, would that be a good day? Yeah. It would, right? If you don't think you have something to sell online, I don't believe you. Write this, check this out. 6 months ago, some guy in Houston, Texas, walked out into his backyard, scooped up a jar of dirt, put it up for sale on eBay, and somebody paid $32 for it. I was giving this presentation in Austin, Texas, like 3 months ago. In the middle of telling the story, everybody laughs. Some guy stands up and goes, "Well, that right there is Texas dirt." I think he was the guy that bought it. What I've come to learn in this business is that one man's trash is another man's treasure. Am I right? Stop asking why. Now, I will say this, okay? There are hot products that you can sell. There's stuff you can sell all around your house. I'm not here today to teach you how to sell stuff around your house. You can't make a business out of it. But if you need to build money to either go out and buy real estate or buy more products to sell online, there's easy ways. You just got to start doing it, you know? We have come across more different products that I have sold over the years. Hot products are great. One of the best days I ever had involved this guy right here. You guys familiar with the PlayStation 3? Yeah, they got the PlayStation 4 now. Here's a good story for you. November 2006, all right, the PlayStation 3 came out and hit stores. Now, if you were lucky to buy one in the store, when these things came out, you could buy them for $600. Now, they were selling on eBay. That day, they hit stores, and people were paying an average of about $4,400 for one PlayStation 3.
iPhones do the same thing.
It's the same thing for the iPhones. It's like that thing that every kid needed to have for Christmas. Okay? So I started paying attention to this. I knew this thing was going to come out. I knew it was going to hit stores. And the thing was, is if you want to get one right then and there, what are you going to do?
Stay in line.
Stand in line over
Stay in line.
Pre-order.
You ever see those people camping out the night before?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the only problem with camping out the night before. Well, there's a couple problems. In New England, it gets cold. Okay, I don't know if you knew that or not, especially in November. But number two, you're only allowed to buy one at a time. I don't think like that. I think like an entrepreneur. So what I decided to do is I drive down to the University of Hartford in Connecticut, where my younger brother Adam was currently playing baseball. And I picked him and 12 of his baseball buddies up at 3 in the morning, and we drove down to the nearest Best Buy. And I paid each kid $50 to wait outside in line with me outside that store. There may or may not have been alcohol involved. I will leave that to the imagination. All right? These are college kids. Now, they didn't have $600. They're cool with getting paid $50 plus coffee all night long. All right? So here we are. We're hanging out. I gotta tell you, it was cold, I'm not gonna lie. It's November in Hartford, but I was pretty warm at the time. So I had a laptop and I had a Wi-Fi card. Back when they used to have the flat Wi-Fi cards, I plugged a Wi-Fi card into my computer and I started creating listings for PlayStation 3s before I even had them. I went online and created 14 individual listings for these things. Now 8 a.m. when the store opened up, I handed each kid $600. And we walked into that Best Buy and we each bought one of these PlayStation 3s. Within 24 hours, I had every single one of them sold. The average sale price that I got was right around $3,900.
Wow.
In one day, I cashed a profit check of just over $30,000. Can I get a round of applause for that? Raise your hand if you would wake up at 3 in the morning for $30,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Raise your hand if you're a morning person. Raise your hand if you're a night person. Raise your hand if you like to sleep all day. Would you wake up for 30 grand?
Yeah.
Listen, that was the hot product then. If you want to find hot products now, you want to know how I find hot products and what I focus on?
Oh, the Apple Store.
Okay, Apple Store, absolutely. Overall though, you can get into any product. You can get into electronics, you can get into toys, kitchen, accessories, it doesn't matter. This is the thing you got to look for. Write this down. You've got to focus on the sales rank. All right? Write this down. You've got to focus on the top 10% of the sales rank. Like what I mean is, if we go back to these clickers right here, and there's 1,000 clickers listed for sale on Amazon, you want to focus on the top 10% of clickers. So you want to focus on the ones that are ranked number 1 to 100. Or if there's 1 million, focus on 1 to 100,000. Because those are selling fast. All right? The worst thing that can happen in this business is dead inventory. Would you guys agree?
Sure.
Okay. I'm not here today to teach you how to acquire a garage full of stuff. Raise your hand if you already got that. Okay. That's not my goal. My goal is to get you to move fast products, hot products, make a 25% margin, and go out and sell more. And how you do that is by focusing on that sales rank. Because as long as it's a hot product, as long as it's got a good sales rank, that means it's selling every day. So your product will move. All right? Now, you guys want to know how you find out the sales rank? Yes or yes?
Yes.
All right, this is what you do. You go to Amazon, right? And let's just say you type in an Apple iPhone. Okay, we go back to the iPhone. You type in an iPhone 4, you scroll down the page, and as you scroll down the page, you're going to come across an area called the product details area. Right? In here, you will find the Amazon bestsellers rank. All right? Now, this product right here that we're dealing with is an iPhone 4, an 8 gigabyte white Verizon iPhone 4. This cell phone is ranked number 871 in cell phones and accessories. Raise your hand if you think that's a good ranking. Raise your hand if you think it's a bad ranking. Raise your hand if you have no idea. Well, we probably have no idea because we don't know if that's in the top 10%, right? Okay. Well, let me let you know that there's over 18 million cell phones and accessories listed for sale on Amazon. Isn't that number just ridiculous? 18 million. So do you think this is a good ranking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to know how I find out how many products are in each category?
So,
Yes or yes?
Yes.
Doesn't tell you. This is how you figure it out. You go to Amazon, right? You go to the main site, and in the search bar, select the category that you want to search in. So you click on this drop down, and you select cell phones and accessories, or kitchenware, or whatever, clothing, and you put in the search bar, open bracket, close bracket, and then click search. And on the next page, it'll show you the number 1 ranked product in that category, and it will say number 1 of 18 million. Now you know how hot your product is. You know it's going to move fast. Do you think a lot of those cell phones sell every day on Amazon? Oh yeah. To be ranked number 871, I can tell you tons of those cell phones sell every day. So if you can find those at a good price, buy them for this, sell them for this, make that 25% margin, you can move your inventory very fast. Okay? So I like to focus on the top 10%, and I like to look for a 25% margin when I'm focusing on hot products. The reason I like to focus on a 25% margin is because A 25% margin, I mean, raise your hand if you would be cool with a 25% margin. You would be, right? I mean, I guess it's kind of arbitrary. Would you be cool with a 25% margin if you could make that in 3 weeks?
And,
Yeah.
and that includes them sending it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What if it took 6 months, though? Would you be okay with 25%? I mean, would you be okay with it over a year? I say 25%. I don't care what you want to make, but it comes down to how fast you can move that inventory. I like to move my inventory within 3 weeks to a month. I don't want to hold inventory after that. I like to move fast. I take that money, I go out and reinvest in more products. And if you can learn to do that, you can really build a scalable business. Okay? Let me just show you an example. Let's just say, hypothetically, every single one of us decided that we were going to invest $1,000 into buying some products that we can make a 25% margin and sell fast. All right? So we took $1,000, we bought a bunch of product, we sent it down to Amazon, we sold it off. How much did we make? $250. This is my recommendation, and this is what I like to teach my students. Don't invest any more of your money. Just take the $250 plus the original $1,000 and reinvest that. Because now you have $1,250, which you can make 25% on. 25% of $1,250 turns into a little over $1,500. And if you just kept doing that over the course of about 6 months, you could build $1,000 into $9,300. Okay? Now this right here is a very conservative plan of a 25% margin given $1,000. Now, what I did right here is I took 3-week intervals. Okay, I gave you time to get that product sold, buy more product, get it down to Amazon. Okay, now this right here is a very conservative table, but this is also assuming that you sold off all your inventory. All right? Let's just say you didn't sell off your inventory. Let's just say you only got that far. And you turned $1,000 into $5,900 over the course of 6 months. Raise your hands if you'd be cool with that. Where else can you get those returns? I mean, where else can you invest $1,000 in and make those types of returns? I highly recommend real estate, okay? Obviously, we're real estate investors. The only problem that you're going to have is finding a $1,000 house. Am I right?
Yeah.
All right? I mean, find a $1,000 commercial property. Good luck. What I find is that this is a great way to start building up money, either go out and invest in real estate, or do like I do and just keep doing it on the side. As I make money in this business, I just take my profits and I go and buy more rental properties. I take the profits that I make and I buy more properties and I start to pay off those properties as fast as possible so they're just cash flowing. And whatever you want to do, whatever real estate strategy is fine, but this can really get you going faster. I mean, just hypothetical world. Let's just say we took $5,000 and we invested $5,000 in product. Let me just show you how much more fun you can have. Okay, because when you take $5,000 and you make 25%, you guys know how much profit that is? $1,250. All right? You take $1,250, you add to the $5,000, you're now playing with $6,250. You take that $6,250, you make 25%, you turn it into $7,800. And you keep growing it and growing it, and over the course of 6 months, you can turn $5,000 into a little over $46,000. Raise your hand if you think that would be a good 6 months for you. Okay. Again, this is assuming that you sold off all your inventory. Let's say we only made it halfway there. And you turn $5,000 into $19,000 over 6 months. Is that still a pretty good 6 months?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this right here, in order to get these types of returns, you need to make sales. You need to move your inventory. To move your inventory, you have to win the buy box. Remember when I was talking about that earlier? Okay, let's talk about buy box for a second. This is the key to the business. You want to make sales on Amazon, you want to make money fast, you've got to win the buy box. This right here is called the buy box. Okay? Let's just say you go to Amazon.com today, and we're all going to buy an iPhone, a white iPhone, that same iPhone that we know is highly ranked, that's selling very well. So you come to this page, you click add to cart, how much did you buy it for? $142. Who'd you buy it from?
Who cares?
Well, yes, but this is why the buy box is so important. If you just bought this phone, who you bought it from was the America Trading. You see that right there?
Oh, yeah.
This phone was sold by American Trading and is fulfilled by Amazon. Now let me tell you this. Number one, 99% of people that come to this page, now I wouldn't say 90, I'd say 90% now. People are becoming more educated. 90% of the people that come here, they click add to cart and they buy this phone at a good price and they don't even realize who they bought it from. All right? Now, I happen to be the America Trade. It's one of my Amazon stores. All right? I just sold that person that phone. I bought a bunch of phones from a supplier. I sent them down to Amazon. Amazon's storing them for me. Amazon's shipping them out. Amazon's doing all the work. So Amazon, when I just made this sale, Amazon went in and processed $142. They took their 15% and they gave me the rest. Okay? They went into the warehouse, they grabbed my phone off of the shelf, they put it in an Amazon box, and they sent it to that buyer for me. All right? Now, I am controlling the buy box right here. I am the preferred seller. Okay, write this down. The buy box means that you're Amazon's preferred seller.
Oh, and the ones down below.
Just so we understand this, okay? I want you to write this down, and I'm going to explain it. 4 out of 5 people buy the buy box price. 4 out of 5. Let me show you that in real life. Everyone look at the screen for 1 second. Raise your hand if, when you bought from Amazon, you have ever bought from one of those people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5, I'd say a little more than 20%. Okay, 4 out of 5 people typically come to this page, and if they're gonna buy the product, they click add to cart. Most people don't even realize that there's 25 other sellers selling the same product that I am selling. And in fact, if you just clicked on that, you could buy the same phone for $20 cheaper from somebody else. Word of advice as Amazon buyers, please guys buy from these people because you'll save money. You could buy the same phone for $20 cheaper from somebody else. Okay? Now, winning the buy box, I don't have time to teach you guys buy box today. It's just too long. It's too intensive. Let me just explain it so you know what it is and how it comes to it. To be Amazon's preferred seller, essentially what Amazon does is they send an algorithm out into their database every 15 minutes. And every 15 minutes, for every single product that is selling on their site, they evaluate who they want to be their preferred seller.
Oh, wow.
I could be the preferred seller all day long. I could be the preferred seller until I sell all of these 15 that I have left in stock. Or in 15 minutes, I could lose the buy box to somebody else. Okay? To basically give you what buy box consists of, to win buy box, it comes down to price. It comes down to having good market price. It comes down to having reviews. It comes down to having good quality feedback score. It comes down to having your product at FBA, having it at Amazon's warehouse, and not being a merchant fulfilled seller. It comes down to a lot of things, okay? I will tell you this, mainly it comes down to price. Amazon is not going to award that person the buy box, because why?
They don't get as much.
They're losing money. Amazon's making a commission. So you can't just go in and lower your price to get buy box, because you're not going to win buy box, because Amazon's not going to lose out on 15% of every sale, every $20 of every sale, right? So it's having good market price. Now, I can tell you this though, even as a new seller, as long as you price accordingly, as long as you have good feedback, as long as you have your product at FBA and you have good reviews and all this, you can still compete against any other seller. You can compete against me. But it comes down to the science of knowing the buy box. There's a lot that goes into it, but let me just tell you, I can teach you how to do it. I know I can, because I have literally taught the world's most inept computer user ever. I would like to introduce you to my dad. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is my dad. My dad is 63 years old right now. Okay? My dad has been selling online now for 9 years now. Okay? My dad has been selling online for 9 years. All right, when I was 24, was the first time in my life I made over $200,000 a year. And the person I most wanted to help out and teach how to make money online was my dad. So when we started going to these real estate meetings, and we started trying to get into real estate together, I was teaching on the internet, and I gotta tell you, I didn't get into my family history, but My dad used to own a fish market. It was called Old Town Fish. It was something my grandparents started back in the 40s. My dad bought it in the 70s, and he lost it about 10 years ago. And when we started going to these meetings, real estate meetings, and I started showing him eBay and Amazon and stuff, and it was, I will just say this, it was painful sitting down with my dad in front of a computer, okay? My dad sitting down like in front, I will never forget this. I literally remember sitting down with my dad and being like, okay, Dad, so let's open up a browser and let's go to ebay.com and then sign in, and then we click on this and be like, whoa! Slow down! And I'm like, I haven't done anything yet. Anybody else like that? She's pointing from behind. Yeah, I always have a handful of those in the room. Oh God, it was painful. And I couldn't do it. It was building animosity between us. It was not until a buddy of mine told me about these softwares that they have. One of them is called Camtasia. There's a ton of them out there. Basically, the softwares that you can record the computer screen you're talking to. Oh my gosh, that was a savior. I sat down at my desk and I would record video tutorials for my dad on how to navigate around eBay, how to do things, like literally how to create an account, how to add a photo, how to add, go in there and analyze competition, how to do this. And I recorded all these videos, right? Some of the videos were like 2 minutes long, some were 20 minutes long. I just started recording all these videos. This, teaching my dad, is the reason I started teaching other people how to make money online. This is the reason that I built this company, that I currently teach people how to make money online. I realized that if I could teach my dad, I could teach anyone, all right? For the last 9 years, okay, I started, 6 years ago teaching other people, okay? The last 6 years, I have been teaching people how to make money online. I have spoken in 19 countries around the world. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've gotten to go to Hong Kong, Malaysia, all throughout Europe, Australia, New Zealand. I was in Indonesia one time, and I was in Jakarta, Indonesia, and I did Jakarta and Surabaya, and it was the only time in my life I've had to give a presentation to people that are non-English speaking. Can you imagine telling a joke with a translator on stage? Talk about an awkward experience. Because you tell the joke and you wait. And then you get laughter. Or they're just the tonality is totally different, the humor is totally different, and then it just dies.